Namaste, everyone. I've been trying a new format of writing lately, and best friend of mine, mentioned it'd be better if I constructed a understanding before I dove right into it. I agree, that's a good point. So this is a combination of poetry, psychology, philosophy, and creative writing. Now I hope to capture modernity. Modernity? Sometimes I can't even. The English language is so vast. It is so large. It's hard. It is hard to keep up with it all. Yeah, I know. It's something else. I've had to look up words just to make this poem, this combination of words, as you will. But nevertheless, here it goes. Chained to this chaotic tension within my heart, reigns an erotic apprehension crafting its art. Tamed by a hypnotic suspension, grafting a start, strains the psychotic retention akin to compart. Building blocks of balance to benefit the bold, in hopes my happenstance can heal this hole. For in this treasured flower that I had plucked from the ground, I was swept away by its intoxicating aroma. Forgetting just how tight my grasp was on that gentle dragging lily, I felt a subtle twist as the stem contorted in place to my clenching fist, reassuring a reflection. I need to stay mindful of this beauty before it crumbles from my destructive nature. However, mangling yet another bouquet of broken petals within a soft cherry light from the evening sky, a path gilded itself in that rich color, shaping a peak. Stumbling forward, I entered what seemed like a tunnel, leading only upwards in a sliver of light. And as I climbed outwards into that open space, after what felt like years, I was led to a site of our gravestones, needing only to pay my respect to that utter shock. As far as the eye could see, our characters in this life murdered by the cruel reality of causality, forming a shrine for this bloody faith to follow, to find the strength it takes to swallow our moon. In giving gratitude towards the lives we've had to overcome, to stand atop that mound, my sense of self peered out into the shattered web of perspectives. Suddenly, a self-realization of the complexity in our reincarnations take hold. Born a phoenix, the ashes rose a cloud. Torn in reflex, the masses chose a vow of subtle silence, suffocating these sanctuaries from compassion and empathy. Sheltered from walls built around them, what will it take to knock them down? Constrictive cults keeping those secrets, destructive results reaping them seedless, in seductive insults weeping till needless, unproductive adults creeping a recess. From the collective anxiety forced down our throats by the overwhelming weight of these responsibilities, we hardly have the strength it takes to take care of ourselves after the long working day, finding comfort in the simplicities allowed to release that tension of suffocation. Deja vu stimulates a paradox, stagnating that soul to be decrepit from such abuse. And as 40 years go by, you wonder, was I really happy all this time? Did I really make the most out of this life I've had? Or did I get lost in the financial stability it took to preserve those comforts I thought I needed? As getting comfortable with what's uncomfortable blossoms our buds to bloom, we water ourselves in experience and knowledge to flourish in that light of hope. Growing outwards from that cliff of captivity, we hang over the edge until we rapture creativity. Only to escape the plights of such insanity, we finally harvest the fruits of our labor seductively. Passionately painting the perfect picture of complacency, is this a life you wish to live to validate the value of your voluptuous existence? Smothered in pride just in order to get by, uncovered tides washing away the simple mind, rediscovered stride motivating movement to grind, and suffering lines to choke down the spark to find, a respect to pay ourselves in acknowledgement of our journey through these several circles of hell, writhing from its inferno, as starry-eyed jewel swallowed the moon, captures the shadow self in appraisement. For the light it reflects off from the golden sun glimmers a sustainable energy source that we can use to maintain a balance between the good and evil sides of ourself, accepting the whole of its duality to project a deeper connection to the inner peace we can find together. Allowing us to take the next step in our evolution with the lives we live in a society with, into a full functioning cognitive prowess that cannibalizes the self from insecurities through positive affirmations, being the best friend we've always needed instead of the obstacle of an enemy. To take care of ourselves just enough to find the best person we could be, to grant a magnificent purpose to this luxury of consciousness we've attained. So if you would kindly, could you define your life by the happiness you can imagine, but expect the cruel reality to claw at your paradise as you build your own steps to this heaven, nirvana, Asgard, Loka, Olympus, this state of mind that we all feel enlightens us into a pinnacle of pure perfection. As we are already the gods of this known world, destroying, creating, giving life, taking it, engorging upon omniscience through applied knowledge, do you really want money to control your every motive and dream? Investing your sole purpose in the allotted time of this life in those that control that money? Or do you wish to grasp that apple of Eden and slither in to a state of higher being, to explore the talent you possess in being the most amazing person you could conceive?